Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I have some huge Chicago Bulls news and rumors that just came out. Definitely check out my last video if you guys missed it. I was talking about how the Chicago Bulls should sign Troy Baxter Jr. to their final two-way contract. I was also talking about the whole Demar DeRozan fit situation, and I expect him to play a lot of power forward minutes. But nonetheless, thank you guys again for 19K. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Leave a quick like on today's video. It takes a second, it helps me out, and some comments and questions below today's video as well. And let's just jump right into it because I'd say some big Bulls news came out just the other day, and a huge shout out to Daniel Greenberg for putting this tweet out. And Shams was talking on Stadium, and he was talking about the expectations for the Chicago Bulls for this upcoming season. And he said the expectation throughout the Chicago Bulls whole organization is to make the playoffs this upcoming season. I think that's obvious. The Bulls haven't made the playoffs since 2017, and after all these roster changes and big signings and trades, I think it's finally time. Shams also did say Zach LaVine will be a free agent next year, so you want to make sure you are a playoff team before even starting to talk about, the future of his contract with the Chicago Bulls and such. I made a video just, I'd say, a few days ago about how the Celtics are already expecting to target Zach LaVine next offseason. Throughout this whole season, there's going to be a lot of rumors that are going to come out about teams like expecting to try and trade for Zach or sign him next offseason. I know I see a lot of Bulls fans on Twitter and Facebook kind of worried about this whole situation. But nonetheless, this next tweet that came out, the Cap Man was on his podcast and he was talking about Zach LaVine, and he said Zach LaVine has told people that I know, hey man, if the Chicago Bulls want me here, I'm not going anywhere. I'm building this thing. I want to be part of this. I think that this is obvious. I don't know why Bulls fans are worried about his contract, him not signing an extension this offseason. Zach LaVine obviously knows his worth. He's obviously going to get a max contract next offseason with the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls spent this offseason trying to add good stars and talent around Zach LaVine, and I believe they finally did that. I believe this Bulls team is a easily playoff team, probably I'd say a top 4, top 5 seed, depending on injuries and such in the East, maybe even higher. The Bulls have a lot of potential. The sky is the limit. It just really depends how these guys play together and get their chemistry down and gel together. But nonetheless, that's huge if this is true that Zach LaVine has told people that he wants to be back in Chicago. I mean, he's kind of hinted at that before. He said nothing but great things about Chicago. He loves playing for the Bulls. He loves being the number one scoring option. I mean, he just recruited Vucevic, DeMar, Lonzo to Chicago. It just doesn't make sense for him to recruit all these guys, I'd say, 3 to 4 year contracts and then leave next offseason. Especially also because the Bulls are the only team that can offer him, I'd say, $50 more million than any other NBA team can. Zach LaVine isn't going to leave next offseason. I don't even know why the rumors are coming out. I expect them to, delusional fans to talk about this for this whole season coming up. But I just expect him to sign a max contract with the Bulls next offseason. Leave a like and some comments and questions below today's video about that first topic if you guys believe Zach will just sign a max contract with the Bulls next year. Also, just the other day, I made a video talking about Coby White and how he fits on the team and how, I'd say, an NBA media source expects the Bulls to trade him. And, a huge shout out to Daniel Greenberg. Again, he's been putting out a bunch of tweets about the Bulls. But Coby White was talking to the media, and he said he was frustrated and sad to see the players that, the Bulls traded this offseason because he was close with all of them. But he also did say he loves the new guys on the team, and he got the chance to meet them. He said they're really dope individuals. And Coby's just really excited for this upcoming season. I plan to make a future video talking about his injury and some more stuff about that, but he's looking healthy. He's been working out at the Advocate Center with the Bulls, about 2 to 3 weeks early before training camp. He hasn't had a shoulder brace on or anything like that, so I really hope he is healthy. Hopefully he can return sooner rather than later for the Bulls. I believe he's going to be a walking bucket off the Bulls bench. He can just come off the Bulls bench, play his natural 2 guard, and just focus on scoring, kind of play that Ben Gordon role off the Bulls bench. Just like Alex Caruso, run the Bulls offense off the Bulls bench and let him just focus on defense and such. Coby's a walking bucket. I don't understand why Bulls fans or NBA fans expect the Bulls to trade him. He's only, 21, 22. Everyone knows how hot and how quick he can heat up. He's a walking bucket, great three-point shooter. He's still super young. It wouldn't surprise me if I did see Coby White's name pop up in 6 Man of the Year conversations. Coby's excited for this upcoming season, and I saw Shaq was on ESPN's First Take, And this is the first time I'd say anyone on ESPN has really hyped up the Chicago Bulls. So you love to hear this. He did say on ESPN the Chicago Bulls are going to make some noise this season. He said they were going to make a lot of noise. I also saw Stephen A. Smith was like kind of joking with Shaq and saying how like the Knicks are going to be better than the Bulls. And that's just a joke, man. The Knicks aren't going to be anywhere close to the Chicago Bulls. I saw that there was some reports about how the Knicks wanted Lonzo and DeMar. And let's be honest, the Bulls signed them, and they obviously wanted to come to Chicago or over New York in this upcoming or for this past season. So I don't understand Stephen A. I know he just says it for the media and such, but it is finally a relief to hear Shaq out of all the people on ESPN giving the Chicago Bulls some hype, how he's excited for this upcoming season. And the final topic in today's video is an interesting one. This article came out a few days ago about how, there's already rumors or just, I'd say, NBA trade deadline talk. I saw Bleacher Report put out this article and many other, I'd say, sites did about how the Chicago Bulls are expected and like just predicted to make a bunch of trade deadline deals. The NBA season hasn't even started, and the Bulls are already expected to blow up this roster. The Chicago Bulls were voted as a team most likely to blow up their roster at the NBA trade deadline. And they were talking about how if Zach LaVine doesn't sign an extension, the front office could feel kind of weird come February, say the Bulls aren't in like the playoff race and such. And it just doesn't make sense. This Bulls team is easily going to be a playoff team. They should have been one last year if LaVine never got held out from the NBA for like COVID for like 2 weeks near the end of the season. I mean, I don't see enough people talking about Vooch. He's part of the Chicago Bulls Big Four. He's a walking 20-10 guy. Another all-star to pair with Zach, Lonzo, and DeMar. This Bulls team is so talented with good veterans, star veterans, young players and young pieces like Coby White, Patrick Williams, Marko, such, Ayo. This Bulls team is just talented. I truly do believe the sky is the limit. I don't see the Bulls blowing it up, but of course Bleacher Report had to put out this article. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video. Definitely check out my last video. I was talking about the whole DeMar DeRozan situation and how he fits with the Bulls. They were also talking about how that's like a key piece about how the Bulls could blow it up at the trade deadline. I just don't understand that, but let them keep hating. But nonetheless, I'm happy Coby, the Bulls are obviously excited, and Shaq was finally hyping up the Bulls for this upcoming season. Definitely check out all my past few videos if you guys missed it. Also, click the first link below today's video and join my Discord. We're always talking about any Chicago Bulls news and rumors over there before I make a video on it. Thank you guys for all the love in the past few videos. Also on the channel, thank you guys again for 19K. I really do appreciate it. It means everything to me. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.